Hey, what's wrong with you, man? You ain't subscribed yet? IUIC Atlanta Burning 2.0. What you waiting on? Get it done. Do it now.
Hey, get them clicks, get them likes, and subscribe. Do it now.
What does your God look like? The God that you pray to, what does he look like?
Teach.
He's black. Now what does your God look like?
Black.
Black.
With hair wool.
Hair of bull.
Right.
So that's it. Now we're going to get that. I need you to, do you believe that's in the Bible that the image of God is black? Do you believe it? You don't believe it. We finna read it. Revelations 1 verse 1. Read.
The book of Revelation, chapter 1 and verse 1. The revelation of Jesus Christ.
So this is the revealing of Jesus Christ.
Right.
Now, actually this. Who is this right here? This man right here. You said that's Jesus. Who is this to you?
Antichrist.
That's the Antichrist. Okay, that's an actual man named Cesar Borgia, the son of Pope Alexander VI of Rome. You can see it right there. That's the image that they gave us in slavery. And we just worship it every Sunday and faithfully, but that's the wrong image. You got me? So this, listen up. This is not Jesus. What's your name again? Quan. What's your name, sis? Michelle. My name is Isaiah. Nice to meet you. So we getting revealing the real image of Jesus Christ. Listen up. Read.
Which God gave unto him to show.
To what?
To show.
Showing you the image. Read.
Unto his servants things which must shortly come to pass.
Now read verse 14. So we finna show you the true depiction of Jesus Christ. Read.
Right. Verse 14. His head and his hairs were white like wool.
So it said the hair on his head was woolly. What is woolly? A color or a texture? It's a texture. Now who on earth has woolly textured hair?
We do.
Who has woolly textured hair?
Our people.
We do. You're right.
We do.
The only people walking on this earth has woolly textured hair is the so-called black man. Now, when you look at this image, is this woolly textured hair?
Not at all.
What is that? That's straight hair. That's straight blonde hair. But God says he has woolly hair. Read.
His head and his hairs were white like wool.
I mean, he had white gray hair. When you get older, your hair turns gray. Read.
As white as snow. And his eyes were as a flame of fire.
Now, why does it say his eyes were as a flame of fire? Why does it say that? Because it was brown? Let's get the prophecy. Why does it say his eyes was a flame of fire? Why does it say that?
His eyes was a flame of fire. To my study, it means he was angry with the world. It wasn't what he wanted it to be.
He was angry with the world. He was angry. So that's why you say his eyes was a flame of fire. Okay, we're going to give the proper understanding on why it says that. Because it tells us in the Bible. Read.
This is the book of Genesis, chapter 49 and verse 12. His eyes shall be red with wine.
With what?
With wine.
Now, what was Jesus Christ's first miracle? He turned water into wine. So when you drink liquor, what happens to the whites of your eyes?
It turns red.
Exactly. That's why it says his eyes were as a flame of fire.
Right.
Because Jesus drank wine in moderation.
That's
The whites of your eyes turn red. Now let's keep going. Read.
This is the book of Revelation, chapter 1 and verse 14. His head and his hairs were white like wool, as white as snow, and his eyes were as a flame of fire.
Because he drank wine. Read.
And his feet,
And his what?
and his feet,
Now, John the Revelator looked at Christ's feet. If you had your socks off, I'd see the top of your feet. John said, in his feet, read.
like unto fine brass.
Now, what color is brass? What color is it? It's brown. Now, you look at this man's feet. Look here. You see his feet? Is that brown? It ain't brown. That's so-called red. Or red. Read.
As if they burn in a furnace.
You take that brass, yes, you got to go. I understand. If you take that brass and you burn it, what color does it turn into? If you take that brass and burn it, you burn like a brass instrument, what color does it turn? If you burn anything, if you burn it, it turns black. Exactly. Right. Exactly. So Jesus Christ was what? He was black. So we got to understand. So sis, that flyer right there on the back of that flyer, we have our address. You can come visit us every Saturday. And it shows, we go over more in detail about what we believe. We God's chosen people, the Israelites. Did you get that? Yeah. Yes, sir.
You said you're going to Jerusalem. You know
I'm doing a trip, a small trip.
You know they're not the real Jews over there.
Yeah, I know that.
Okay. And that the land right now is desolate.
It is.
So what's the trip about?
Well, the trip is next year. I do a lot of praying and meditating and focus. And I was told, my father spoke into my spirit, I need to plan this trip to Jerusalem. And it's for next year with a small group of believers.
Okay.
Not everybody is meant to walk on that journey because there's a lot of lost souls in Jerusalem. There's a lot of fake Jews over there. I'm going to find the land of the lost city. I'm going to find my calling.
So here's the thing. The Lord would not tell you to go to a physical place before telling you to change internally.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
I know what you're saying. I got all of that, what you're saying. But you can't say that the Lord can tell me that.
But this, remember in the book of Acts, right? Acts chapter, I believe it's 17, where the brother, he had the understanding of the baptism of John. That was what was prevalent in the earth, right? And then the apostles came and expounded more perfectly on what to do, right? So if you feel like you called to go to Jerusalem, I'm not going to tell you you're not. But we're going to expound more perfectly on how to move with the Lord.
That's right. This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 10 and verse 12. And now Israel, what does the Lord thy God require of thee?
Because you know you're an Israelite, sister, right? My brother, you know you're an Israelite, you learning? Okay. What does God actually require from us? Does he require us to get on the plane and go? You say that that's the case? Okay, I got you.
I do work for the Lord here. Faith without works is dead.
Right, but
so I do a lot of work.
But let me show you what he requires of us. Let me show you real
quick.
I really don't have
well, listen. This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 10 and verse 12. And now Israel, what does the Lord thy God require of thee?
Come on.
But to fear the Lord thy God.
Fear him.
To walk in all his ways.
Walk in all his ways.
And to love him.
To love him because you love God. Since I can tell you my love for God. Read.
And to serve the Lord thy God.
With what?
With all thy heart.
That's what you just said. Right? Let's see how to love God with all your heart. Read.
And with all thy soul.
Read.
To keep the commandments of the Lord. And his statutes which I command thee this day for thy good.
So, the requirement that God has for us first, before he's telling us to physically go to a new location, is to keep his commandments. So, if you're going to go to Jerusalem, go. But make sure that you got your dress on. Make sure when the scriptures is coming out that you got your head covered. Make sure that you keeping the Sabbath day holy by not buying, selling, cooking. Because that's what the Lord requires of you. Now, do you want to get into New Jerusalem? The kingdom of heaven when it comes? Get Revelation chapter 21. Because you're on your way to the physical one here where the white man is right now. He in your land. He in our land. But watch this. Let me show you something about New Jerusalem. Read 22. We start at verse 1. Let me show you something. Verse 1.
The book of Revelation.
21 and 1. Sorry. Go ahead.
This is the book of Revelation, chapter 21 and verse 1. And I saw a new heaven and a new earth. For the first heaven and the first earth were passed away. And there was no more sea. And I saw John.
And I,
John, saw the holy city.
Where my sister going? The holy city. Come on.
New Jerusalem.
This Jerusalem?
Coming down.
This Jerusalem?
New Jerusalem.
Because the goal is to get New Jerusalem. The kingdom of heaven. Read.
Coming down from God out of heaven.
Now, how do we get there? Revelation 22:14.
Read. This is the book of Revelation, chapter 22 and verse 14. Blessed are they that commandment. Let's go what? Blessed are they that do his commandment. Read. That they may have right to the tree of life.
So the tree of life is immortality, that you may have right to that. Come on.
And may enter in through the gates into the city.
So if you want to get into New Jerusalem, the holy city, our inheritance when we got eternal life, what you got to be doing?
You got to obey God's commandments.
Keep the commandments. So that's why I just want to get the priorities straight.
That's why my trip isn't until next year, because God is still cleansing.
So you can't write in time. Ephesians chapter 5, she said God's still cleansing. Let's see how you get cleansed. Ephesians chapter 5, verse 26.
That's why my trip isn't for this year, because I'm not prepared. He's preparing.
Okay, good. So you in the right place at the right time. High five. High five. She in the right place at the right time. She came to get cleansed. Watch this.
This is the book of Ephesians chapter 5 and verse 26. That he might sanctify and cleanse it with the washing of the water by the word.
You get in the shower right now. Your spirit is being cleansed of what? White man Christianity. Because a lot of white man Christianity allows us to just be free in sin, and we can do whatever we want, and we still gonna get the kingdom of heaven. And we still close to God. But no, the Lord hates sinners. Let me ask you something. At your church, did they ever explain what sin is in the Bible?
No.
Let's get it for you. Because that's a part of the cleansing process. How you gonna cleanse yourself? You don't even know where you dirty at. You like, something stink on me, but I don't know where to reach. I don't know what to do. Watch this.
This is the book of 1 John chapter 3 and verse 4. Whosoever committeth sin transgresseth also the law.
So, sin is breaking the law, breaking God's laws. Come on.
For sin is the transgression of the law.
Sin is the literal breaking of God's laws.
What is the nation? Nation is men leading by example. Nation is family. Nation is community. Nation is children with role models.